Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, before Obi-Wan Kenobi, aka Critter Breach, and today we have a fairly decent gameplay. We start off at the top where we always go because we've worked out a system. If we stay in this area or somewhere around the edge of the map, not a lot of people go there, and that means we can hit loot and usually get something good that's good enough that we can work with and be able to get to the circle with some kind of weaponry, some kind of shields maybe, and definitely some bandages or something in case you need them. And so in this gameplay, we actually find a teammate that is actually helpful. I've run into quite a few problems with teammates who have a tendency to team kill, and this is a very big problem on the European servers. Not so much in the American servers, but I run into it a lot. And you're like, but you're in America. Well, I get that, but I play on European servers, and here's why. Okay, so when I switch to American servers, my ping time is a whopping 10,000 milliseconds, 9,999 millisecond ping to the North American server. And my ping to the European server is 132 milliseconds, which means way, way faster. So I make it a point to play on the European server because it's faster for me, and I'm usually playing with Squeaky, who's in Ireland, on the European servers anyway. So there you go. I have complained about this to Epic Games. Nothing has been done. I honestly think that they have me blocked on Twitter because they refuse to respond to any of my tweets. My tweets about hackers, my tweets about the horrible ping time, you know, they don't really talk to me very much, and it's a pain in the butt. So, anyway, like I said, in this gameplay, there's going to be some spots where it speeds up real quick and then slows down and goes back to normal play. And the reason I did that is because this is like an almost 30-minute video, and I don't think you want to sit here and watch me play for 30 minutes. And yeah. So that's what we're doing. We have a long way to run here, but that's okay because we have teammates who are going to help us in the long run. They're quite a bit away, but as you'll see when we get there, one teammate does actually work with us to the end, and we get some pretty interesting stuff happening at the very end. So stick around for that. I promise not to take up too much of your time. So let's move right along. So next step is, okay, so Activision applied for a patent and was granted said patent for a matchmaking algorithm program. Algorithm, basically. Okay, so here's the deal. Let's say you really enjoy going melee on. You know, you like to stab people in the back, or to, you know, cold cock someone with a pair of gloves or something. This algorithm basically says, okay, we know that you enjoy knife-only gameplay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to release a new melee item in the supply drops. No big deal. You think, hey, no big deal. I'll grind away and I'll get it. Sooner or later, I have to be able to get it. You know, if I grind long enough, I'll get plenty of keys and I'll get this stuff. Here's the trick. The algorithm takes you and places you into a lobby with someone who already has that item, and is prone to use it, and is really good with it. So then, you're in a lobby, on the opposite team of someone who has the item that just released that you're interested in, and they're really good at it, and they kill you a bunch of times. Now, they get featured in the top 3, and you're like, hey, that guy had that item, it's really good, you know, he kicked my butt, so now I'm going to buy more supply drops and get the item. They're basically focusing their matchmaking experience on not skill-based, not, you know, level-based. It's now strictly supply drop-based. If you spend money with Activision and you buy supply drops, you are going to get easier lobbies with people who don't have those things because they're using you as a way of psychologically tricking other people into giving them money for supply drops. You know, it's unacceptable because, first of all, say Call of Duty, and that's, they didn't mention Call of Duty in the patent, but that's what it's basically about. It's about Call of Duty, and it's annoying because the basic game with nothing is $60 to $70. Throw in the season pass, there's another $60. So you're already at $100 to $120 for a game. And now they're saying, you want easier lobbies? You want the new weapons that are coming out? You're going to have to pay another $100 to buy supply drops and hope that you get the items that you want. There's no guarantee. I don't know about you, but there is no way that a game, Call of Duty or Battlefield or Overwatch or any game, no game is worth $200 plus. I would never pay that much for a game. No way in hell. There's just no way that I would pay that much money for a game. It's outrageous. So, wow. And then you got this game. They've done updates and they've increased the amount of ammo you can carry for some things and reduced it for other things. And then they added voice chat, which does not work at all. You see the little speakers by your names on your team. That's fine and dandy. There's an icon there. But there's no way to actually turn it on. There's no button to push to talk. There's just no way to use it. The only way to communicate by voice on this game, if you're on Xbox or PlayStation, you're gonna have to have party chat. If you're on PC or Mac, you're gonna have to have Skype or Discord or something. In game, it doesn't work, and I find that highly unacceptable. Why would you even put it in the game if it's not gonna work? Like, what was the point? You know, it was just like, why would you do that? I mean, it's a waste of time. So, there's that. And then I've been in emails back and forth with Elgato, and I've been trying to explain to them how I have my my setup, because my iPhone works as a microphone just fine with everything except Elgato, and they wanted me to you know, uninstall everything, start from scratch with nothing, and I did. But it didn't fix anything. It still doesn't work the way that it's supposed to. And so I found a way to fix it, and I sent them my workaround on how exactly to go about fixing it. And they sent me an email saying, oh, we're going to share this with the dev team. And then the dev team's like, how did you do it? What exactly did you do to get this to work? And I'm thinking, are you kidding me? You know, like, I told you when I emailed you the workaround exactly what I did. It's not hard. The fact is, Elgato detects the iPhone as a microphone, and it shows it working. But when you hit record, it doesn't record anything. That's not an iPhone issue. That's not a Mac issue. That's an Elgato issue. And the fact that it's an Elgato issue is prevalent when I throw in sound source and it works. So there you go. My kids are screaming. They're I hate weekends. They annoy me. Not because I hate my kids. I love my kids, but I hate the fact that they get bored and then they start fighting. And when they fight, they get loud, and it just ruins everything. Wow, somebody died here. Okay, so that's the gist of things. I haven't really been paying attention to the news. I know that oh, update. Yeah. The Wi-Fi freakout. Remember that video? Okay, so I freaked out. I shut everything down, and my neighbor came over and asked if he could use the Wi-Fi to check with a friend on something about a school project or something. So I did, and I checked as soon as he connected, and he was the Chinese IP address connected to my Wi-Fi. How? Like, I'm still confused. Like, it's got to be a VPN or something weird with his Android phone that would list his connection as a Chinese connection. I don't know. Anyway, they've been pretty good about everything, and my speeds have been fine. So I don't know what the kid was doing that day that it was taking up all of my bandwidth up and down. But yeah. So anyway, just gonna wrap this up, and hopefully we're close to the end. So check out what Squeaky does right here at the end, and enjoy. See you in the next video. Bye, guys.